morning, good afternoon, or good evening, students. Now you all have reached your 10th standard, and 10th standard is so very important for your career development and all the other things, okay? But in 10th standard, you have science as such as one paper. Out of that, there are 4 lessons of physics. But what student does as a mistake there is, they sometimes eliminate physics as such and study biology and chemistry and pass through. But when that student chooses science group, it is very difficult for them because all the basics of 11th standard is there in 9th and 10th standard students. Okay, so study all the 4 lessons, at least their basics at least, so that when you reach 11th standard, you will not find it so very difficult to study those chapters. So now moving on to 10th standard, first lesson is laws of motion. This is not a new concept for you because you have already studied all the basics of it. Where even in 9th standard you had about motions, the various types of motion, oscillatory motion, vibratory motion and all those things, isn't it? So the first subtopic or the objective, what you are going to learn in this lesson is about force, and that is only when you apply force, there is a motion. Then about inertia and its type. Then 3 laws of Newton, that is there are 3 laws through which force is explained by Newton. That is what is all the 3 laws of Newton is. Then it enhances to application of Newtonian concept of forces, and then you define, there is a definition of force, momentum and impulse. All these is what you learn here. And mass and weight, there is surely a difference between the mass and weight, but after this whatever you learn is only the basics which are taught here and enhanced even more deeper in your 11th standard in the mechanics lesson. It's about weightlessness, that is when you travel in a lift or in such conditions there is a weightlessness. You will learn about how does that weightlessness takes place, and also the principle of conservation of momentum. So naturally when you learn momentum, you will learn about conservation of momentum also, and this laws of gravitation and its application, and variation of g due to its height, that is when height increases what happens to gravity, and when you go deep to the earth what happens to the gravity. All these is what you are going to learn in your 10th standard. So concentrate. After this we will move on into deep into the other concepts. Mechanics. Mechanics is a branch of physics which deals about objects which are at rest and motion. So again the branches of mechanics are statics and dynamics. So statics says some object which is at rest, and dynamics says about the objects which are at motion. Again there are 2 types of dynamics, 2 kinds of dynamics, kinematics and kinetics. Kinematics says where I am not going to consider the cause of the motion. Which have caused the motion, if I am not going to consider, then it is called as kinematics. But kinetics, where I need to consider that cause of motion, the force what is applied is considered. If it is considered, then I call it as kinetics. Is it clear, children? Now any object, if you look around the class, whatever the objects, it is always at rest. Whether your table, benches or your book or anything, those objects always remains at rest. But if you want to move that object, you need to apply some external agency, that is apply some force, so that object which was at rest will start moving. So this is what we come to understand, that any object will remain at rest until some external force applies on it. So based on this, force is defined. What can I call force as? Force is nothing but a push, that is when I apply some force upon it. Pull, if I am going to pull it towards me, then that is what is called as pull, needed to make the bodies to move from their natural state. That is, if it is at rest, I need to apply some force to move it. If it is moving also, I need to apply some external force to stop it. So that is what is defined as force. So now I have defined what is force. Then inertia. What is this inertia? What will this state about? This will state in what kind of state that object is it, whether it is at rest or whether it is at motion. That is, it is nothing but the inability of any object to change its state of rest or of uniform motion is what is called as inertia. What is it? Simply is that some object which is kept at rest, it is always at rest. How it happens? It happens due to inertia. On applying some force when the ball keeps on moving, how does that happens? It is because of inertia of motion. So this inability is nothing but the resistance. So this is what is defined as inertia is. There are three different types of inertia. Inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction. Inertia of rest, where the resistance of a body to change its state of rest. This is due to mass. Any object, every object will possess some mass for it, because of which it cannot change until some force acts upon it. That is what is called as inertia of rest. It is due to the mass of the object. The next one, inertia of motion. When any ball which is moving will keep on moving until some opposite force acts upon it. That is what is called as inertia of motion. This you would have come across even when you would have travelled in a bus or anywhere. When bus starts moving, you will go forward and then you will adapt towards the motion and then proceed. That is also an example of inertia of motion. Inertia of direction, where the direction changes, where the resistance of a body to change its state of direction. That is what is called as inertia of direction is. This is again you would have come across this in the cricket match, where ball direction is changed by the batsman. There you can come across how inertia of direction is explained. So what we have learnt in the first class is about mechanics, its types, then how force is defined. Force is nothing but a push or pull needed to make the change. Then about inertia. Inertia is nothing but which will say at what state it is, whether it is rest or in motion, which is defined as inability of any object to change its state. There are three types of inertia: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction. So students, prepare it well and wait for next class.